Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. Gosh, I'm feeling not the best today, even though like I've got a full face of makeup on, apart from eyeshadow, which we're gonna tackle in a minute. The reason I'm doing my eyeshadow is just because I don't really have a lot of time now during the week. So I've just been for my booster jab for my COVID vaccination. Well, not just, I went this morning straight after work, and yeah, I'm feeling it, guys. Basically my symptoms are like from my neck here all the way down my arm, my left arm, which is where I had it. It's just aching. I haven't got any like flu symptoms or anything like that, but I believe they can come later. I'm feeling a bit sick as well, a bit nauseous, but I'm not half as bad as I was with the first AstraZeneca. Remember, I was really ill for 10 days. I don't have a temperature or anything like that. They did say to me, if you do have a temperature, just take paracetamol or ibuprofen. I mean, I'm glad I've had it as well, you know, with this new variant that's going around. I am glad I've had it. I just don't like the way vaccinations make me feel. So it was okay for the first few hours. I went into town Christmas shopping straight after. I had to go to the opticians as well to pick up new glasses. Well, not to pick up new glasses, but to get new glasses. I'm going to pick them up next Thursday. So yeah, I was okay for like 4 hours, and then I started feeling like the pain here where I had the vaccination. Anyway, I just thought I'd share that information with you. So today we are going to be using the Sigma Enchanted, and I think I've got a look in mind. I might actually use this brush that comes with the palette. Morag, one of my subscribers here on the channel, has asked me to use I think it was that one, Cosmos. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm sure it was that one, that kind of green shade. Right, so yeah, let's use the brush that comes with it, because that's clean. Right, first of all, I'm going to go into Quartz. I'm going to use this side of the brush just to put that on the lid. So late, guys, I need to be going to my mum's. I need to do a medication today when I'm not feeling the best. So I've just got a lip tint on as well. I might just top up that. It's the Tinkerbell one. I think it is in the shade Tinkerbell from Colourpop. Not had that on since I bought it. Probably not the best brush to be doing this. Right, so I don't know what to use with this Cosmos shade here, because these, like this one's pink, these ones is brown. You'd think you'd put like a khaki shade in. Right, what I might do is mix Innocent, that one there, with Terror. See how that turns out. Ooh, that's pigmented. And there's rumours that this brush is, that side and that side is the best selling brushes that Sigma do. To be honest, I've only got one brush by Sigma, and it's a pencil one. I think that girl ShayXO was saying this brush is worth practically more than the palette. Well, I'm not overly impressed with the brush, guys. It doesn't feel cheap, but it doesn't feel like the best. I mean, I prefer the Anastasia ones that come in their palettes. My neck's absolutely killing from work as well. Oh, before this video, I did a haul video and I didn't show this salt lamp. Can you see it behind me? I didn't show that salt lamp. I got that from Amazon. It's really pretty. I was going to get one of those Himalayan colour changing salt lamps, but I just decided to get one that looks pretty and not looks like a rock. Not that there's anything wrong with them, but I prefer how that one looks behind me. So how are you guys doing? Have any of you had your vaccination? Not even your vaccination, your booster. Every single time, guys, I go for flu injections, I feel like this. I go for any vaccination, I always end up feeling like utter crap. And I've been told it's my immune system. So yeah. When they was giving out good immune systems, I was at the bottom of the list, obviously. On my neck, ugh. Right, I'm going to go back in with Quartz. Just that like cream ivory shade. I don't know how many looks I'm going to do with this palette. I think 3. Even though I could do a whole lot more. Yeah, 3 should be enough. You know, now I come to think of it, I think Morag might have wanted me to use that one, Electrum, but it doesn't matter now. I'll just use, I think it was called Cosmos, wasn't it? We're going grungy. Look at the sparkles on that. I think I'll be spritzing the brush in a minute. In fairness, they seem to be sticking to this side of the brush, the shimmers. There's no fallout. I mean, the only way to really test it would be to use a different brush. Let's put some setting spray on. I'm just using this one here from Primark. Yes, if you have had this booster jab, this Moderna, what I have, I'd love to know if you got any side effects, and if so, what were they? Reminds me of a shade out of the Colourpop Gather Round Sisters palette. Oh, it was so funny today. I went Christmas shopping, like I said earlier, and my mum was saying, "Well, what's in that bag there? What have you been buying yourself?" And I said, "Mum, it's for you." And I said, "I didn't buy anything for myself." And she said, "Find that hard to believe. You can't go in any makeup shop and not get yourself anything." And I'm like, it's Christmas next week. I'm going to be getting lots of things next week. I don't need any more makeup. Plus I got myself some things last week. And it was nice to be able to say, "Na na na na." But yeah, I didn't get myself anything. The only thing I did get myself was some new glasses, which I needed. And what else did I get? Oh yeah, these pyjamas that I'm wearing now, which is what I needed as well. Nice and fluffy. Now we just need to use something for the inner corner highlight, and I think the only shade really is Sunburst, which is that one there. See how that turns out. Looks like it might work. Yeah, it's a nice champagne colour. A little bit powdery, but not awful. Right, now we need some mascara. I'll use two together. Right, so first of all we're going in with the one that I really don't like that much. It's called the Maybelline Total Temptation. I say this in every single video, I really don't like that one. Right, then we're going to go in with an Essence one. What I've noticed is Essence do some of the best mascaras. So I'm going to use this Essence Double Trouble, and I didn't like this one either when I first used it, but I'm coming around to it now. Right, so on first impressions, those shimmers or metallics or whatever you want to call them from the Enchanted palette seem to be sparkly. Really, really nice. I just need to blend it out a bit, and I'm going to use this Anastasia brush. About the brush, the Sigma brush, I know Sigma brushes are meant to be really, really good. I'm just not, I don't know if I'm keen on the one that they put in the palette. Gosh, I feel so sick. Like as in I'm gonna be sick, not like ill or anything. Right, so we blended that out a bit, and now I'm going to do what I always do. I'm just going to put some of Cosmos on with my finger. See, that's what it looks like, the swatch. Ooh, so much better with your finger. So tomorrow, I think what I'll do is I'll go in with this gold Electrum, this one down here, and then I think the day after, I think we're going to use all the rosy tones. I might do 4 days because I'd really like to use Moonglade, this one here, and then this Metamorphosis here, which is supposed to be like really nice over one of the lighter shades. Like I want to do 4 days and not 3. I haven't decided 100%, just really depends, because I have got other palettes to use as well. So yeah, this is a palette that we've been using today. It is super pretty. I am so glad I got this. Really happy with this look as well. So let's go and put a little bit more of that lip tint on. Oh my bones. The packaging, I mean, how stinking pretty is it? Yeah, I do like this. Yeah, I think it is called Tinkerbell. Do like it. At first, when I bought it, I didn't like it. I didn't like the scent of it, but I think I've just gotten used to it now. And it's kind of a Your Lips But Better colour as well. So guys, this is the overall look. Thank you so much for joining me. This is what we're looking like. So guys, that was the overall look. Thank you so much for joining me. Please join me tomorrow for day 2, look 2, and I will see you then. Hi guys, so today we're going to be doing day 2, look 2 with the beautiful Sigma Enchanted palette. Really is stunning. It's going to be a quick look. I'm really pushed for time. I think I'm going to go in with this one all over the lid, Electrum, because I wanted to use that yesterday and I used Cosmos instead. I always said when I got this palette, Electrum would be the first shade I dipped into, and I didn't. What I'm noticing about this palette though guys is they're all dark shades, all the mattes are dark shades, and there's only really this rosy tone shade here, which doesn't really go with gold in my opinion. I mean, I did try and mix Innocent and Loam yesterday, but it came out too dark in my opinion. So today we're just going to go in with Innocent all over the crease. And we'll just have to make the best out of a bad situation. I wish they would have put a crease colour, like a light brown crease colour in, but they haven't done that. Right, so we're going to go in with that cream ivory shade again. So yeah, what I'm doing today is, I don't think I should be doing it because my arm on my neck down my left side is really hurting again. But I'm going Christmas food shopping with my mum, but before then we're going out to lunch. So needs to be pretty snappy, does this. Let's get a mirror. So I might not do much talking in this portion of this video. We'll make up for it tomorrow. And my nose is running so badly. So now I'm going to go in, now I'm going in with Quartz. Right, so that's done. I'm going to try this brush again because yesterday I wasn't really that made up with it, and this side of the brush is Can't even read it. Oh, it's a Sigma E38 Diffuse Crease Brush. Now, I've heard so many good things about that crease brush, but I don't like it, guys. Right, I'm going to go in with Innocent, that rosy pink shade. This isn't really going to go. It's not going to look that great, I don't think. But if we just put a tiny amount on. I feel like I'm going to get a cold. Yeah, my mum's just rung me up. She said, what time do you want to go? I'm really hungry. Poor woman. Right, let's leave it at that. That's a little bit of colour. And then, let's go in with Terror. I did this yesterday. Let's go in with Terror on kind of like the outer V. But only a little bit. I'm certainly not putting it through the crease. I think I need to watch some videos on this palette and see how people are pairing the darker shades together, the ones that don't look rosy toned, because if you look at it, there's 1, 2, 3, there's 4 rosy toned shades there, so they'll look really nice together, but the rest of them are kind of deeper, so yeah, I need to look into that, and maybe I'll do that for the next video and get some ideas. The next video I really want to use the rosy tones anyway, so I've got my own ideas of what I'm going to wear. Right, okay, let's take that off and let's go in with Electrum. I'm hoping this is going to be really pigmented. And of course we'll spritz it. Ooh, very Christmassy. They're just so glittery. That's one good thing about these shimmers, metallics, whatever they are in this palette. They are really glittery. That's pretty. Right, I'm just going to spritz it with the same setting spray I sprayed yesterday. Right, it's not getting more pigmented really. It's just a little bit more foiled. Really pretty. Okay, so Now I want to go in and use an inner corner, and it's going to be the same shade as we used yesterday, Sunburst, that one there, just because that's really the only shade I can use. So we've just got this palette, and I say this every time I use a different palette, and what do you guys think? Right, now I'm going to go in with this Real Techniques liner brush, and we're just going to go in with Terra, that one there, that one that we used on the outer lash line. Oops, don't fall. Maybe a little bit more on the left eye. Right, so that's that, and then I'm going to go in with this Miss Sporty Pump Up Booster called Kajal just on my brow bone. And blend that out a bit. And then put some mascara on. So we're going to go in with the Essence Double Trouble, the one that we used yesterday. And I don't know what lipstick, you know. I might put the same lip stain on just purely because I'm going into town and I have to wear a mask. And if I don't, it's just going to get everywhere. And we'll be eating food as well, so. Right, so we're just going to use Tinkerbell again. It's really, really pretty. I do like it. It dries down into a lip tint, which is what it is. And it just looks like your lips, but better. Camera keeps stopping. I hate this really old SLR. Yeah, I hate the really old SLR, but I've not managed to get a new memory card, so it looks like we're stuck with it over Christmas. Right, and then I'm just going to go in with Electrum again on the ring finger, just this one here, and we'll be done. It is super pigmented, just like Cosmos was yesterday. It's really, really pigmented, and it is better if you do it on your finger, but I like to, when I'm trying new palettes out, I like to know, kind of getting a first impression of just how pigmented they are, so I can let you know as well. But it's always better when you either spritz the brush or foil them, or even do both like I do. So yeah, there is that. Need to take that eyeshadow off. So yeah, we're done now for day 2, look 2. I told you it was going to be very short and sweet. It has to be. I have to go out now. So this is the overall look for day 2, look 2. Look at it, guys, look how pretty it is. Sorry I haven't changed my lipstick around, but we'll do that tomorrow for day 3, look 3. Hopefully I won't be in too much of a rush, and I feel like I want to do 4 days, 4 looks with this palette. So Tomorrow is the last day of my days off, and then I go back to work Saturday night, Sunday morning. So when I say Saturday night, Sunday morning, it's 12 o'clock Sunday morning. So the class starts Saturday night, Sunday morning, and then I work till Wednesday, Thursday morning. So again, Wednesday midnight till Thursday morning at 8 o'clock, and then I'll get Christmas off, and then they'll make a decision whether they want me to go back to the company or they'll just get rid of me. They don't have enough placements. They've given us all application forms, but I feel like it's fighting for your place within the company. I'm not going to put in an application form, so it depends on what they want me to do, whether they still want to pay the agency and have me there. Now if they don't, then they need to let me know when my last day will be, and then I can look for another job in the meantime. Through Christmas I'll probably look for another job anyway, just to see what's out there. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure what's happening, whether I'll still be there after Christmas. Some people are saying that we're needed till mid-January, but the bosses, the managers haven't said anything, so I don't really know what's going on. When I do, I'll let you guys know. But yeah, this concludes this part of the video. Join me tomorrow for day 3 look free, and I'll see you then. So guys, this is day 3 look free. I've been just trying to figure out the colour combination I want to use. I know for sure, let's just take that out, I know for sure I want to use this, like, they call it like a colour changing shade. It's kind of like a topper, I would say, more than anything. It's called Metamorphosis, and I want to use that with Moonglade and also Innocent, which is the really nice kind of rose pink transition shade, but I think I want to use that from the lid up into the like crease, then put Moonglade on, and then put this Metamorphosis shade on and see what we get. Now this battery is flashing, but I'm sure I've got one on charge in the front room, so we don't need to worry about that for this camera. I'm gonna go in with this brush, the Sigma brush again, so let's just colour switch that off. First of all, I'm going to go in with Quartz. That shade there, it's just the cream ivory shade there. Right, so let's go in with Quartz. The battery just stopped, so I've changed it, so hopefully this will get us through the video. I'm going to go in with that side. So that side of the brush is the E34 medium sweeper brush. I still don't know if I like this like duo brush that they threw in with a palette. I haven't done my brows again. When I'm in a rush, I always forget to do my brows. And I keep hearing Facebook go off like my messenger. So if you're hearing that in the background, I think it's my sister. Which I'll get back to her later. So back to work today for me. I really don't want to go, guys. Really just don't want to go. Right, so I think I'm going to go in with Innocent, that dusty pink shade. And we're going to use the flat side there to pack it on. I'm really going to pack it onto the brush because I want it pigmented. Which is not really pigmented. Right, let's try a different brush. Let's try this cargo one. When I use this, it tends to go on quite well. If it's a pigmented eyeshadow, which I don't think this is, to be honest. Okay, let's go in with Moonglade, this shimmer here. Really packing this onto the brush as well because it's another light shade. That's not too bad. It's like bridal makeup. So I've only got 5 more shifts until we break up for Christmas, and then they gave me an application form last week. I haven't filled it in. They're probably going to ask me why I've not filled it in. Truth be told, there's some people in that warehouse I just can't work with. As much as I want a job and as much as it's really great money, I know I couldn't work with them permanently. So I need to be looking for a new job. Right, I'm going to spritz some of this onto the brush. It's the Primark PS Energy Hydrating Priming Spray. I mean, I don't think I would leave if I had a choice until I got a new job. But every day is a chore, guys. Every day in that factory, working with these 1 or 2 particular people is a chore. And it's just getting worse. And I actually said something to one of them, and she's kind of been a bit nicer to me, you know, because I pointed out the way she was being wasn't nice. And she's like, I didn't come at you with an attitude if that's what you're thinking. And I said, you did? And she said, no, I didn't, and I was the one that said it. And I'm thinking, well, you're gonna say that, you know, you are gonna say that, but it's how I feel. And she said, well, I'm sorry if you feel that way, but I don't think that I did. So it's kind of like, she feels one way, I feel another. I mean, there's no written rule that says that you have to get on with everyone that you work with. But if you're feeling like you can't go into work because of it, then that's a real problem somewhere, isn't it? Okay, so now I want to go in. I think I might need an even stiffer brush for this Metamorphosis shade because there's barely any pigment. So let me find a better brush than that Sigma one. This one tends to do it a lot of the times. It's a Real Techniques one. Yeah, so this Metamorphosis shade is more of a topper, I would say. Just wondering if it would work with this flat brush. Feel like Sigma put this in for a reason. Yeah, that's actually working. This look is actually looking quite nice. I don't think I'm going to put anything on the lash line though, just purely because I'm going to work and this is going to all get washed off. So now what I'm going to go in with is the Miss Sporty Pump Up Booster called Kajal in Luminous Beige. And we'll pop that on the inner corners. And then we'll pop it on the brow bone. And then I'm going to use this for my brows. And we're going to use some of this glossier boy brow, mine in the shade, I think, warm brown or brown. No, it's just brown. There's not that much left in it. And it was just on my bed, so I thought, why not use it? Okay. Then we're going to go in with mascara. So we've got the Essence Double Trouble. We'll use that as it's on hand. And then we'll get a lipstick. The Maybelline Lifter Gloss in the shade Petal. I really like these. And I did try and get one of the Fenty Gloss Bombs in the shade Fussy. Was that the first shade they brought out? I'm sure it was. And they didn't have it in Boots. It's obviously the most popular one. And everyone raves about that. So they didn't have that one. They had probably all the others. And I just thought, well, I'll wait till that one comes back into stock. I'll try it. But yeah, we're going to put this one on and see what this looks like. And it wears off like a lip tint. They're really good. If you've not tried these Maybelline Lifter Glosses, then I would recommend them. Someone said that there was like the Fenty gloss bombs, but I think what they're more like is the Fenty creams that they brought out, because they're quite thick. I need a brush really to... Oh, there's one here. I've just got a bit of fallout on this side. And then let's just run this through the colour switch, because the eyeshadow's a bit patchy on this side. Right, and then I just normally go in and top up a little bit. So we'll just go in with the Metamorphosis shade. I'm going to show you just how lack of pigment it really is. I mean, you can barely see it. I wouldn't say this is my favourite palette, guys. Not at all. I've got one more look to do, which is going to be another rosy tone look, and then we can give you my thoughts at the end. I was expecting the palette to be all singing, all dancing, and it hasn't been. I've got to admit, I did really like Electrum down here and also Cosmos here. I think they're the star of the show, if I'm being completely honest. Tomorrow we're going to be using Budding, this one here, and Plume, that one there, and I think they're going to be quite pigmented as well. And I'm going to try and use some of the darker shades. So we've used Terra a lot, and we've also used Loam, so I've mixed those. Tomorrow I'll probably try using Loam and Claystone. They are a little bit dark, but we'll see how it goes. I might have to mix Innocent in with Loam, so to get kind of more of a transition shade. The way I'm feeling at the moment is they could have put a lighter shade in, and I know we've got Innocent, but that's more for the rosier tones in my opinion. But yeah, this is day 3, look 3. So this is the overall look. So let me know your thoughts, let me know what look you like the best, days 1, 2, 3 or 4. I don't normally do 4 days 4 looks, sometimes I struggle to do even 2. But with this palette, because it's got more eyeshadows in it, I wanted to try and get 4 days 4 looks out of it. Just thought I'd show you what kind of looks that you can get out of it. So yeah, this is the beautiful, beautiful palette. I'm not saying it's not beautiful, I'm just saying, you know, it's, I don't know, it's like some of the shimmers aren't as impactful as some of the other shimmers, is what I'm trying to say. Obviously this here is more of a topper, so it's not going to be, but the rest, the kind of hit and miss. I don't know if that's the case about Sigma eyeshadows. The only other Sigma palette I've got is Rosy, so the Sigma Rosy palette, and I've not used it all. I've only used it once to do a look for when I went out on a date, and then recreate that look with you guys. So I need to get that out again and figure out if I like the Sigma eyeshadow formula. So yeah, this is it for now. Come and join me tomorrow for day 4 look for. Right guys, so we're doing day 4 look for with the beautiful Sigma Enchanted palette, and today I kind of want to focus on the shades that I haven't used so far, which is this one up here, Budding, and then this one down here, Plume. I think it's going to look particularly, I think they're going to look pretty much the same all over the lid. So as far as like a transition shade, we're going to have to use Innocent, which we pretty much used in all 4 looks. So we're going to start off with Quartz, this one here, just all over the lid. So today is my last day at work before we break up for Christmas, which I'm so glad about. I'm feeling so run down. How I've not had any time off because of this injection is unbelievable. Can hear it in my voice as well. So yeah, I'm really glad for the time off. I think it works about 4 or 5 days off. That's if they want me to go back after Christmas. If they don't, I'll obviously have more time off, but I'll have to do some serious job searching, so I don't want to go back to, I just need to figure out and see what I want to do if there's no work in January. Right, we'll use the Sigma brush since we pretty much used this all week. So this look is actually a week later to when I did the previous looks. So yeah, we're just going to go into Innocent here. I do really like this rosy tone, I will say that about the palette. It's really pretty as a matte. You can't really see it, but it's nice. So by the time this goes up, Christmas will be over. But I hope you all have a really good Christmas, and I would like to thank you all for supporting my channel this year. It's been absolutely amazing, and I hope you'll continue to support me again next year. I mean, who doesn't like meeting new people and new friends? It's what the YouTube beauty community is good at, I think. Okay, so are we going to put a deeper shade down? Right, I haven't used a few of the matte shades. I haven't used Claystone here, Evergreen here, and Wicked. I'm not going to use Evergreen or Wicked, but I could mix Terra and also Claystone and see what we get. Let's get a different brush though. Get this pencil brush that I like. By Sigma also. Yeah, I'm just going to go into Terra and then Claystone. And I've used Terra quite a few times in this video. Just to deepen it out a bit. We're not going to go too mad. Yeah, just like that. Again, back in with Terra and Claystone. Now, I'm not going to put it on the lash line just because I'll be taking it off before work. And it takes me forever to get it off the lash line. Because I'll be doing it at my mum's and I won't have my waterproof eye makeup remover that does such a good job. And the last thing I want to be doing is rubbing my eyes raw. So work yesterday, guys, oh my goodness, it was awful. Halfway through the shift, I wanted to come home. I felt faint. I don't know what was going on. I felt really faint. So during the shift I was like kind of like that, and I'm thinking, oh my god, I hope nothing happens here. For all those that don't know, I do have epilepsy, but I've not had a seizure in 22 years now. So part of me didn't think it was that. If anything, I just thought maybe I would pass out, which has never happened before, so I was a bit worried about that. Right, so then we're going to get this Sigma brush that came with the palette. I'm going to wipe this end off, and the lighter shade we'll start with in the inner corners, which is Budding. Right, we'll do it to there and we'll leave all that gap there for the deeper shade. Right, I've got to say, this is beautiful. This Budding shade is absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to wipe that brush off, and then we're going to go into Plume, which looks equally as beautiful. And just fill in the gaps, I guess. It's looking pretty much like a similar shade. It's just, you can tell it is just a little bit deeper. But to anyone who doesn't wear eyeshadow, I don't think they would notice, if I'm being honest. Because they're just such similar shades, and do I think they needed both of them? Oh. If I had to choose, I probably would keep Pluming. I feel like that's the nicer shade out of the two. So that's what it looks like. Let me open this one up again and I'll show you. Obviously you'll see why they'll pair well together. Right, so there's some shades in this rosy palette that look pretty identical to the Enchanted palette. So yeah, I mean, I would say start with a smaller palette like this. I think they're about £25, either 21 or £25. I got mine really inexpensive when I bought it because I didn't get it from Beauty Bay, I got it from somewhere else. So I think I got half off, so mine was even more worthwhile. I haven't used this palette as much as I've used the Enchanted. I've only done one day, one look with it, and I went out on a date with this palette and I got so many compliments. So yeah, I really do like this one. In fact, I might even like it more than the Enchanted. Definitely need to do a comparison video on swatches soon. Let me know if you'd like to see that. But I do feel like the Enchanted palette, of the 4 days that I've done with it, have been worth it. That is my opinion. I wouldn't say to you guys go out and get it, you must have it in your collection, but if you wanted to buy it, I would say it is worth the money. So this concludes the video. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate your time and support on the channel. It means the absolute world. Please like, subscribe, share and comment, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.